too, David.
买个戒指
Rock
吧。
those. 太好看了。
哎，好看，买一个。
你都觉得好玩，好看吗？不用，我手表太大了吧。I actually really like this one.
哎，那个老银子的手链儿。
这个好看。Isn't that pretty? Tell everybody how your waffle is, Avi.
I give it thumbs up, guys.
I decided to take advantage of the good weather and our newfound freedom and ability to leave the house again and explore parts of Chongqing that I haven't seen yet. So I went out with my good friends Stephanie and David and their 2 daughters. You can follow them on YouTube at Garcia Family 4. I'll link their channel. We decided to go explore the Mountain City Path, also in Chinese known as Shancheng Budao, which is an area of the city, to my understanding, that is considered old Chongqing and is kept in really good condition. Areas of it are restored frequently. It's become a tourist attraction now. It used to be the connecting trails of the upper half of the city to the lower half of the city because obviously modern infrastructure and modern architecture hadn't been developed yet, so people would use these trails up the sides of the mountainous landscape to get around the city. So it's like, you know, walking into history a little bit, going through all of these trails. I do plan to do more research on this, and one thing that I had in the back of my head for a while was to get to know Chongqing's history better, and going on this spontaneous walking trip has sort of jump-started that interest again. And even though I've lost a good portion of the year exploring, I'm hoping I can dive back into that a bit more and really get to know Chongqing better because it's so big and so vast and has like 3,000 years history in China. Yeah, so it's just a significant area that a lot of people in the West know nothing about. When we entered the souvenir coffee shop at the very beginning of the trail, you know, we were greeted by this adorable dog right away, and the girls were so excited to pet this puppy, and we were just really happy to get started on our day. But almost immediately, I believe he was the owner, or maybe just an employee, I'm not sure, started asking questions about how long we've been in China and when we've settled here and when we arrived and all those sorts of things. Normally I get questions like that, but the tone was very clearly, we want to make sure that you're not a new arrival who could be infected and bringing the virus to us. And there is a lot of anti-foreign sentiment going around in China right now. There's a lot of horrible things being written on the internet, no different than the horrible things that the West was writing about China during this whole pandemic. But there are a lot of foreigners here who don't speak Chinese like me, who maybe can't explain themselves as quickly as I could, and there have been some issues with locals calling police on foreigners that they think are Italian, or it did kind of put a damper on the beginning of our walk, but we quickly forgot about it and continued on our way. There have been people who see me and they get wide-eyed right away, and you can tell it's fear, and they put their mask on immediately, or they cross the street, or they, you know, grab their kids and move away from us.
麻烦你是拍我们的视频吗？
没有没有。
嗯。
Yes. Don't say 没有。
I feel like this was kind of a bad idea.
It's not a bad idea, honey. We shouldn't stay home just because we're afraid of people.
So annoying.
I did do sort of a little experiment at the end of our walk. There was a grandpa playing with his, I'm assuming it's his grandchildren, twin boys, and Stephanie and David's girls, especially the youngest one, obviously wanted to go climb and play like they were. The first time she approached the boys, the grandfather sort of shooed them away and fixed their masks and wanted to keep them on the other side away from us. And that bothered me a little bit, and I don't even think that the girls noticed that that was happening. I'm probably hypersensitive, but anyway, so I suggested that the girls go up and offer the boys to play with their toys. So David agreed, and we did that, and we just filmed it really, you know, secretively. Initially, the boys were afraid of the girls and backed away, but I went up to the grandpa and spoke Chinese to him and said, No need to be afraid. The girls just want to offer their planes to see if the boys want to try. And again, immediately as soon as I spoke Chinese, he seemed to calm down, the boys seemed more relaxed, and they took a try throwing the planes around. I feel very grateful that I can communicate, at least somewhat during this situation, because I don't want people to look at me and be afraid of me. But yeah, enough about that. Just to end on a happy note, it was a beautiful day, and I'm so happy that we went out and explored that day. And please go subscribe and watch the Garcia family's videos, because Stephanie and David do a great job and they are fantastic people. And yeah, I've learned through all this just to appreciate the little things, and that this too shall pass. So I hope you're all staying healthy and safe. And if you have any questions or things you want to see about our little life here in Chongqing, anything at all, feel free to comment or message me. I'm always happy to chat. So yeah, see you in the next one.